Welcome everyone, and right, and by everyone I mean most likely not a lot of people today. In any case, still welcome. Today will be a variety development stream, so you will get to see a lot more than Godot, hopefully. First off, let's see here. Corner. This accursed corner with the broken collision, which has never not been broken since its inception. I would like to test if maybe it would like to function without a ceiling. Because everything else is alright about this one. No, by distance. Doesn't have anything wrong with its vertices. It is triangulated like all others, but it has very broken collisions since forever, and that has perplexed me. So I hope that this will fix it, although my hopes are not exactly high. It's literally right here. Okay. That was a CLTF, I hope. Yes. Now we go away from here. In here. Pantheon. Excellent. And we re-import everything from in here. And by everything, of course, I mean just the LPs. Now let's do a test. If I move this static body up there where it won't actually do anything, will the corridor now be so very kind as to work correctly? Why are you still so loud? You shouldn't be that loud. Okay, that's normal. Anyway. Oh, it's still broken. Fine then. Now. Why the hell is the audio broken? U minus absolute bass sound. Which bass sound for you is 0. I don't really get it. Right. This is... I guess I can do this for you too. Will it work better now, is the question. Cycle 3. It is quite loud here already. Okay, that feels like it was more significant. Why? That cannot possibly be mine. Wait, what? No, that's correct. Uh, 10 plus bass sound, and the value you get is main controller temp volume audio type. No, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. But you... Why do you not work? I remember you working. I'd swear I remember you working. But why would you not anymore? And this thing. And print volume B. Would not be able to hear you from here at 0. That is indeed minus 60. It says minus 60 and it is at minus 60. But I guess minus 60 is not enough for you. Okay, well then. If that is not enough for you, perhaps you need to start a little lower. Right from the get-go. I'm not sure that has done anything. It really seems like it hasn't. It is still minus 60. I know, wait. Right. That is more important. Let's see now. Hello, hello, hello. Well, that's minus 80, I guess. But it hasn't done nothing. Let's see. Can't change you from here. Well, I've minus 20 isn't enough. Go lower. I was not expecting we would be going straight into audio balancing. But if it has to be done, it will be done. Now we are a little better. That is changing literally nothing. How? Like, literally how? How could this possibly be possible? Okay. Leave it at this for now. We have other things that I wanted to look at. So you will remain like this at the moment. Right. What else? I know. I wanted to make some posters, which I hope I have saved here. Those are spoilers, whatever. Ignore the spoilers at the very bottom. That's Pantheon. Anyone seen my poster? Where did I put you? Oh, here. Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Yeah, anyway. Pantheon entrusts mankind on your shoulders, Zolonium bold. It is not bad, but it does need some work. That's why we have Superman over here. He's here to give us form. Why are you black and white? I'm not sure. Anyway. This does need some improvements, clearly. And improvements it shall have. So let's clear this. And let's go again. We'll begin with this arm. How much higher might it be than that one? Maybe this much higher. And you would grab it like with your hand, with the one hand facing back and the other forward, or both back? Having them both back feels very awkward, but having either of them back also feels awkward to me, so I suppose forward doesn't really help. Mr. Superman. How do we do this? I don't know perspective. So for now I will cut your arm off. It's the only way. I'm sorry. Now this... I don't know about this. Don't really like it, so... we're gonna do a little something more like this. I am hoping it will give the perspective across well enough. I do have your backhand to use, and so I will make use of it. It is to my benefit after all. Don't worry you guys, tracing Superman is legal. There is nothing they can do to stop me. Absolutely nothing. They wish there was, but there isn't. Alright. Splendid. That's fine. Something like that. Right, I forgot. Alright. Nothing was lost. Threat not. It's just that tool specifically works in a bit of an annoying manner. But I can get it to work, no problem. Well, there are a few problems, obviously, as you just saw, but I can overcome them. Usually. More often than not. I would like to believe so, at least. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Okay, not as exaggerated. With something like that. Uh, yes, maybe. Da, 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 da. Here and here. Like that. Okay, and carve it a bit better down here, a bit inwards here in the armpit. No, don't move all of this, just that. That is probably fine. Selection from path, please. Now, what colors were we working with? These two, apparently. Oh, that's 12. That is not too bad. However, some improvements are still needed. I should really stop doing that and just do this. No. Oh, I see what I did. I was wondering what was going on wrong. I suppose I could maybe do a little bit of copy paste and just ignore that it was ever a problem. Current selection my ass. Alrighty. Smoothen it up a little. Back there, that's fine. You too. Yeah, but that doesn't. This corner does matter though. Okay, not like that. And now we do a little bit of let me see the perspective. So it would end up somewhere here. Like that, maybe. That's not too bad. Although, yes. And I can export this Pantheon poster 1.png. It can be gray. Then I can come in here, open with GNU image manipulation program, and what are your resolutions? 2000 by 12. Okay. So you will be rename iRes I will scale you down to 1000. You will be mid res, and I will scale you down again to 500, actually 400. Well, uh, 1080. And okay, that was very obvious, but whatever. 480 divided by 1.08. I see. Okay, so you can be 440. Is the text still legible? Yes, perfectly legible. You will be the low-res version. Pantheon entrusts mankind on your shoulders. Remember this. Anyway, CP break. Remember to stay hydrated, it is very important. Now, your resolution is a little strange, if I recall. Canvas size, yeah, it's a bit strange, 1200 by 2000 pixels. But I can make that work. Be gone. Add mass plane. 2000 by say 1 meter. It will be poster 1. I can tilt you forward, raise you up, and now you should be. So if I could please 1.66. Right, that is the 0.6. Could have figured that out on my own. Now that I think about it, but my brain is not working at full capacity at the moment. Don't know if I'd like anything for you. Anyway, now that I think about it, actually, we kinda want a really low res version for the poster itself. So scale you down to 32. Okay, maybe a bit more. Maybe 48. Yeah, 48 is fine. And I can honestly, it would be best if I were to simply put this in here. Copy this and paste it in here. And move this somewhere. Does it fit here? It does fit here quite nicely. Okay. Poster 1. And I can save you and export you. Atlas 0. And scale you up to 1024. No interpolation. Export as high res. And now on Blender, we can use the Atlas material. Okay, it has updated already, that's excellent. And on the UV, once I see the Atlas, there we go. Do you not have your border? You do not have your border, I forgot about the border. Oh, it's also upside down. Well, that's fixable. That is perfectly fixable. And you look perfectly serviceable. Open recent Pantheon poster 1. Give me the border, please. something did not good. No, that's fine. Okay. Export as Pantheon poster 1. Gray. Where did you get exported that it did not give me a warning? Oh, that's right, because it's high res now. Alright, forgive me then. There we are. Scale the image to 1000. And export it as medium mid-res. And scale it down to 440. And export it as low res. Welcome, Cosmic. It is good to have you on the stream. We are asset making. I am currently making propaganda posters. Object resolution. It is pretty cool, if I do say so myself, which I did just now. Cancel. Copy this. That is a good point. I could use Zweihander. That's good. That's a good tip. I can put that in here. Oh, is it at near? Okay, I had not realized what I was doing. God damn it. Okay. Cubic, please. I am just exporting different resolutions, in case you are wondering. Well, as I said, it's a poster. Pantheon entrusts mankind on your shoulders. It's a guy carrying something. And export as low resolution. And scale it down one more time. And this time it will be catastrophic. And export it as object resolution. And copy this and put it here, down, and that's pretty good. Okay, discard you, save you, and export Atlas 0 RGB And open recent Atlas 0 scale to 1024 so that the compression is not too bad. Not like that. Any news, Cosmic? How has your day been? I am doing quite well myself, if you would like to know. Well, if you use anything for long enough, you get used to it, and I tend to get used to things quite fast, especially since I didn't use any other software for image manipulation before it. It is quite easy. I have done cool things with it. In fact, I am going to show off right now some of the cool things I've done, if I can find them. They are probably in here. Ah, yes, this one. It's a screenshot from Shadow of the Colossus. Now, I don't know if you can tell, if you are familiar with it. What is the point of this save? No, not this one. So this. You. Yes. Excellent. Close you. This is the edited version, and never mind. Where is the original? No. Actually, no, this isn't. What had I done with you? Yeah, I had done a lot of things with this one, but it isn't like the other. I had fixed on this one the tiling, which is a bit weird over there, as you can see. I blurred a bit some textures and changed a bit the color values, but mostly it's over here on the right, the significant difference. It was not very easy, but I am very happy with the result. What was a lot harder was this one, because if I can find the original screenshot, thank you, which is very old by this point, but if I can find it, which I hopefully can find, here we are. Which one is this? That one here. No. Yes, this one. So you might be noticing. No. No. Okay. So you may be noticing something. Especially black borders. I extended the screenshot entirely on my own. I would like to say. No AI was used. There is no such thing in GIMP. I simply created some noise for the clouds and did a lot of copying and what do you call it? You can see it the most here on the bridge, I think. But everywhere else, I think I did a pretty great job. It's not really visible that it was extended. Yes, of course. The smoke also is a bit different. I don't remember exactly why I had changed it, although it does get cut off a bit. Don't remember exactly what I did with the smoke. It was all extended completely manually. The weakest part of the image is definitely the clouds up here, though. They could be better. They don't blend great, but I did my best. I am very happy with how it came out. Anyway, all of that aside, re-import the texture, please, so that we can see the changes, which there should be changes, I think, if I didn't forget anything. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Does not look half bad. Thank you very much. Beyond that, I haven't done too much insane. So you know what? This stream is variety. So I will allow myself to show off a bit. Because one of my favorites works ever, this. This is one of my favorite things I have done. This took a lot of work. This took a whole lot of work. Oh jeez, what? Okay, I don't know what you're... You can see there is so much that I had to do. There is, thankfully, I had to cut out the wheels for the exterior to spin. There are a lot of shadows that I had to do. You can see here, Hornet is actually casting a shadow on this huge spin pillow. The bugs on the back are darker to signal that they are further away. There is motion blur on the bikes, on the pins. And all of that was for nothing because the run ended up dying. But this is one of my favorite thumbnails I have done ever. Probably my single favorite. Dark Souls 3 starting, no, not this one actually. Not Dark Souls 3 starting items. The Pantheon grind is also pretty good. I like it quite a lot. Although this was not quite as much work. The most difficult part was cutting out the night. Then I put in the pillars from screenshots that I took. It is a pretty nice composition. But apparently I don't have a file from this, which is a bit strange and disappointing, although I didn't do quite as much work for this one. I did cut out all of these that are not from these environments, and it does show, especially on this one. This one not so much. This looks pretty good in. This is actually from the environment it is from, so it's perfectly fine. Did have some funny effects. Anyway, but yeah, that's the stuff I wanted to show off. Thank you very much, Cosmic. Now that we are done with all of that, and I have indulged, I can export you. Poster as poster 1. Yep. And now We open Godot and models, PSX, megastructure, open maintenance. Now I'm sorry for the awkward silence when I am not talking because it doesn't, the audio is not captured correctly when something is not open. I'm not entirely certain why, but it is how it is, and I have not been able to fix it. To be entirely honest, I haven't really tried. I have given up on audio issues. And OBS has made me very upset a lot. Very often. What did I want? The poster. That's right, the poster. And the atlas. The updated atlas. And now the poster is in here. Yep. It looks exactly as I'd expect. We don't need all of these static light maps, no animations. Yes, you can cast shadows. And your visibility range should end at 30. Excellent. And now I can place this somewhere in here. I think it will be... Yeah, we can put it here by the entrance, I think. Let me look at the version of the map. Cycle 3. Takes a wee little bit to load. The entrance is over here. Do we have space? Sadly, no. Can, however, place it right here, maybe. No, there are... I am afraid you will be disappointed, Zvi. Cosmic, why do I always change your name around every once in a while? Sorry for that. Here. There are no women in this game, I'm sorry. At least not humans. Oh, that's tiny. That's way smaller than I thought. Also, I did not make you use an external material. We want you. Re-import. Okay. We do want the bug face sculling. Maybe 0.5 and push it back, not that far back. And not that far back. I do publish demos if you would like to try one. Then you can DM me and I can send you a code for the each page. It is currently private. I mostly have it up for playtesting purposes, but if you want to check it out, you can let me know and I can give you the code to get access. anyone that wants can just let me know over on Discord or Bluesky. Right now, we will need to bake the lighting again. And you too. Excellent. Now, for you, we're gonna need a new script poster controller. Place it in the right folder under scripts. Create stands node 3D. We want to export var image. How exactly? Let's see. What are you? Compressed texture 2D. Image compressed texture 2D. That, yes. Export var image compressed texture 2D. So on ready, we load image. Would it already be loaded? If I get it like that, would it? It probably would be. Okay, well, anyway. Call every frame. And I will attach to you, not like that, instantiate interactable. Already var interactable area 3D equals interactable, and interactable dot interact equals on interact, and func on interact pass for now. I would also like var layer, and on ready player equals main controller dot player. Now, what would we need? What we would need is, right, thank you, Cosmic. I do realize now that I did not explain the slightest what I was going to do, and now that there is no one left in the stream, it is pretty pointless. But I suppose I should still do it. You see, what I am trying to achieve is I want when the player interacts with the poster here, which reminds me, bring this. Okay. When the player interacts with the poster, I want the poster to pop up on a higher resolution on their screen. Is what I would like. Put this all in here. Excellent. Well, you know. Come to think of it, I'm not entirely certain if I need the different resolutions, but whatever. How much space do you take up? Oh, that is pitiful. Okay, we can do with just the high resolution. We want now here another canvas layer. Create pop-ups. Not really pop-ups, but I don't know what else to call it. So close enough. And the control, actually color rectangle maybe. Container perhaps first. An aspect ratio container containing controls in each center. Settings menu 1.34. All right, good to know. 1.34 with a center container. Fill and add child, which should probably be control. Okay, which should probably be a color rectangle, I guess, or a sprite. Does display a color? Yeah, no, not. I can try it. Layout, transform, container sizing. You do only take color though. Oh, but you have a material thing down here, texture. And the material. Okay, the fact that you need specifically material is a bit more annoying. But it is nothing I cannot deal with. Create new resource. What kind of material do you need? Canvas item material or a shader material? create poster one canvas material, blend mode, mix, multiply. Do you not take excuse me, do you I see. So I guess not you, shader? Wait, how do shaders work again? It's been a while. Jupyter High Fog shader. Visual shader. You want like a shader material. Layer 1. Layer 2. Maybe I shall do something like this. This is looking to be a bit more difficult than I had thought. But I'm sure it can probably be done. Let's start with one of you. Okay, so let's say with a same. Okay. Clear. Create new resource shader material. And you will be poster one shader mat. If I can find you, here you are. And your shader will be a new shader. It will just be called shader. Poster one shader. We don't need anything in vertex, just fragment. And for the albedo, we need you. Excellent. And now can I quick load poster one shader mat? I cannot see you. Are you below here? Sure doesn't look like it. Custom minimum size for 40 by 264. Well, it's not looking like you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. It upsets me greatly. Is this perhaps... What have I done wrong? And why are you not in the center of this? I guess 480 by 640. That's better. But you are not. Something with scale. What? We do also want the alpha into the alpha, wherever it is. There it is. Don't really seem to be in the mood of actually rendering this though, which upsets me. And I'm not sure why you would do this to me. No, seriously, like, why are you not working? Modulate, self-modulate. Show behind parent. Oversampling with scale. Sure. Perhaps a color rectangle is simply not the correct option. Perhaps we would be better off with a sprite. What options do I have? Is there just there is probably just an image somewhere in here that I don't even know about. Okay, not in buttons. Or maybe not. Okay, where is the sprite even at? Yes, node 2D. Right, but I can't. Can I even put a sprite here? I don't think I can add a sprite here, can I? Ah, I can. Huh. Would you look at that? I can use a material as well. It doesn't work again. Okay, well, this works. But you are not acting how I would like you to. You don't have a maximum size that I can just tweak. There must be a way that is not stupid. There is certainly a way. I refuse a GUI controller devices style box. Okay. Is there just an email? No, there isn't. Maybe the color rectangle is the correct way, and I'm simply not figuring out how to make this work. Okay, one moment, I will have to look this up. The light. What? There is such a thing that I have missed so catastrophically. Are you joking? Oh my god, there is. I am actually blind. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Well. Ah. Keep size, stretch mode, scale. Keep centered, scale, sure. Maximum size for 40 and 264. I found it. I figured it out. Now, is it the correct? Vector himself for me. Is this the correct resolution? Properties. That is not even the correct image. 264 by 440. Okay. So this is correct. Excellent. So now we want the proto controller on ready var pop-up texture rect equals head camera 3D pop-ups texture rect. Excellent. So from here on poster control on interact. On interact, if player can move, then player can move equals false. Player can move equals false, and player dot pop up dot texture equals image. Else player can move equals true. Player pop up dot texture here. Let's see, what can I do? Pop up texture equals, okay, I can just do that. Pop up texture. Can I call clear on it? I cannot. Can I instead do equals null? No. Also, does it need to be texture? No, okay. Texture clear. Oh, get rotation. I would not have thought so. Reset state. Resource name. Section creation functionality. Call, cancel, connect, disconnect. Disconnect same name from you. No. Can I do equals null? I did not like that. Also, I just remembered. On you, I should clear you. Does it work like this? No, that's still absolute darkness. So pop up dot hide. We do still need to run dot hide. Null seems to be okay. Apparently, we can't even hide it. Wow, how did it all go down so catastrophically badly? Holy hell, what happened? Okay, forget about hide. So this and and mouse, ignore, disable. Okay, so this works. Why can I not see anything further than you? Because you're layer 2. You're layer 3. You are invisible, that's why I'm just stupid. Okay, so that works. So we don't need to be hiding you and clear. Now will this work? If I load... Okay, it's looking like a no because I can't move right now, but I'm also not seeing anything. Why would that be? Okay, whatever. You are not saying anything. Do you not have... Ah. Yeah, that would explain it. Pantheon entrusts mankind on your shoulders. Yep. That works pretty well. Although I think... player dot release. How is it called? Release mouse. Release mouse. And capture mouse. Okay. So that is working. It should all be functioning correctly. Excellent. I can still access the menu from here. Okay. That is a little problematic. Now, what can I do for that? I know what I can do for that. Auto controller. Menu. Capture mouse, menu hide else, release mouse, menu show. And I can do pop-up texture equals null. Okay. One moment. Now that this is working as intended, we are going to need another pencil. We are going to need another piece of paper. Also, are we good? Yes, we are good. Why is YouTube showing it as a bad quality? I guess that's normal. We're going to need something a little bit more difficult. Which is to say, I need some paper. Create new 2000 by 1200, or well, 1200 by 2000. Background fill with white. Color profile sure. Precision 8-bit integer. Grayscale. The white sure is white. Let's make the white a little less white. That is better. Now let's introduce some noise into the white. Shall we? Noise. Filters. I'll actually put another one of these filters. Noise. I guess I can do HSV. Can do you though. Don't care about you. Random seed. Like 30. And dull it. Actually, no. And add layer mask white full opacity. And now I'm going to do the same thing basically. But even more on the lightness and dull it a lot. Did that get applied on the right thing? I'm not entirely certain it did. That's annoying. Layer mask. Could maybe filter render noise, parallel noise? Okay, just way more scale. 3.2. More alpha. That is not doing a lot. The scale is also not doing a lot. Whoa. Yeah, now I can see it a bit better. I don't like that. But maybe if I... no. Oh, you know what? Actually, this is not generating bad shapes, but I think I am still going to do slight Gaussian blur. Followed by noise reduction. Right, and then can put in some lines. Filters, render, pattern, grid, color, hue, width and height. The width, okay, not together. The width should be absolutely insane. And the height actually is not looking too bad. Well, I go to the very tippity top. Excellent. Okay. And that's a nice grid. And now I can write something on this grid. If I would like to. Also, add layer mask. Select all of it and select border 8, select feather 4 and paint it black. Now I can write what exactly? Text. Of course not monospace. Roman. Huh. No, Roman isn't actually that bad. But I think I might need some kind of other font. Don't think Zolonium is going to do it. Yeah, no. The Zolonium vibe is not there. So we'll leave it at Roman for now. If I go to Godot, on the sector static, sure, why not? What do you say? Depth equals 0. Okay. Actually, caps locks management. Uh, 100 maybe. Okay, that's not bad. Lower it a bit from management. Okay, not 190. 90 and raise it up. From management. Down to the bottom. Sector management. Alright, that vertical gap is going to need to be reduced. -11 looks about right. Yeah, that's okay. From sector management. Remember, for depth equals 0, y equals 1. Well, I think I can just copy and paste this. Yep, I sure can. Although, I suppose this makes more sense for depth. Sector management. Remember, for depth equals 0, y equals 1. For depth equals 6, y equals -5. Okay. I think I should also noise just a little bit of noise for you. Like 10. Yeah, that feels better. Pictures, GIMP stuff for me. Textures. Up. Papers. XCF. Management. Reminder. Export gray. Alrighty. We can drop this in here. It should hopefully be quite visible. I will still manage to miss it though, don't worry. I think I've not, no, it's here. Okay, I did not miss it. Well done, me. Yes, sector management reminder. Excellent. So I can delete you. 33, open sector, cycle 3, please. And the reminder here. You know what? It's not here. It's in main. I'm a little silly. I'm just a little bit silly. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, you know what? First of all, open Q, image, scale image to like 32. Okay, stack that a bit. Open file, open recent. The XCF maybe? No? Okay. No. How do I remove you? I forgot. Closed up. Open recent. Whatever. Just do it like this. Okay. Copy you. Control C. Apply all of this just in case. And place you like here. Export Atlas 0. close you, drop the Atlas 0 here, scale, no interpolation, 1024, and export to the high resolution one. Which was hopefully all correct. Okay. Discard changes, open Blender. And we are going to need create, no, add mesh plane like 0.6 and scale on the X by another 0.6, rotate -90, CZ, well actually no, keep it at 0. Triangulate, no, triangulate. And you can be the Atlas, and on the UV I just need you over here. Like that. Although you are upside down. And I would like you to not be upside down. Excellent. Now I select you. Notice. Export as GLTF models, PSX megastructure, and management. Notice. We close you. I close you too. Also, I just remembered we don't need the shader. And here I can go to models, not the PS2 ones, megastructure, and search for the notice. Management notice. Where the fuck did it go? Why are you there? How are you there? Management notice. What? There. And the GLTF. Clear all of these. Re-import. Thank you. Here on the texture, the Atlas. And notice, management notice, static light maps, generate all of these, re-import. Where the hell is the Atlas? Like, excuse me. Okay, thank you. Finally. And visibility range at 30. And materials, enable assets Atlas re-import, and I can put you, I mean I can put you here too, I guess. Sure, I can do that. That's a lie. 1.0. That's a little too much. And maybe like there. And attach script. From the script, send the poster controller, open, load, image, quick load, sector management notice, and instantiate interactable. All right. Let us see if it works how I want it to. Okay, well, oh. Ah. Well, in that case, forget about you being here, because that's going to cause a whole lot of problems to me, as it turns out. Place it here. Excellent. Incredible even. And you can be a little more forward. And a little lower. Yep, it sure works. The letters are all very clear. Yep, I am happy with that. Now, however, I do need to 33. Bake the lighting. Bake the lighting. Bake the light maps. Excellent. Alright, that was quite a great success, if I do say so myself. Splendid. Now, how long have we been going for? Only 2 hours and 10 minutes. And 9 minutes. -2 minutes at the start of that, even less. Well, to be honest, that's all the ideas I had for this stream. I thought it would take longer, but this was actually a lot simpler than I thought. You know what? We can do one thing, however. Main controller and not player first, and if player dot inventory dot size equals 0. This is absolutely horrid, but what can you do? It works. If it works, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have you main controller dot player dot inventory no? Okay. Sure. Or can I just do null? I feel better about this. I think that is all. Now, I need to change the voice line so that they mention the fact that you need to have an empty inventory. And that you need to eat and drink, but that is all. So thank you everyone for joining, and by everyone I mean Cosmic. This was a bit of a whatever all over the place stream, but there was a little bit of progress, and it was important progress, and even a little bit of progress is important. So thank you for showing up.